61. Mode of charging securities by assignment is prescribed in Option A Indian Contract Act, 1872. Option B RBI Act, 1934. Option C Transfer of Property Act, 1882. Option D BR Act, 1949. The correct answer is option C Transfer of Property Act, 1882. 62. Which of the following statements are not true about hypothecation of stocks? Option A Borrower can sell the goods hypothecated and substitute the same by new stocks. Option B Borrower undertakes to hand over the possession of security when asked by the bank. Option C Borrower holds the hypothecated goods as a trustee for the bank. Option D None of these. The correct answer is option D none of these. 63. The charge by way of hypothecation is Option A a floating charge. Option B fixed charge. Option C innocuous charge. Option D running charge. The correct answer is option A a floating charge. 64. In the context of bank lending, floating charge stands for Option A charge created on any goods that can float on water. Option B charge created on sailing ships or vessels. Option C a charge not on any particular item but fluctuating stock of the borrower. Option D either option B or option C above. The correct answer is option C a charge not on any particular item but fluctuating stock of the borrower. 65. In case a loan is granted by more than one bank by creating Pari passu charge on the same security, it means Option A bank, which had given loan earlier, will have priority over the security. Option B all banks will share the sale proceeds equally on default by borrower. Option C all banks will have charge on the security in proportion to their outstanding advance. Option D a charge which is not required to be registered with Registrar of Companies. The correct answer is option C all banks will have charge on the security in proportion to their outstanding advance. 66. When hypothecation is converted to pledge, the creditor, bank, gets the rights of a Option A pledgee. Option B owner. Option C hypothecate. Option D both option A and option B. The correct answer is option A pledgee. 67. In case the borrower who had pledged the goods as security does not repay the loan, the bank as a pledgee may take which of the following actions under Section 176 of the Indian Contract Act, 1872? Option A bring a suit against the pledger. Option B retain the pledged goods as a collateral security. Option C sell the goods pledged after giving the pledger reasonable notice of sale. Option D both option A and option B. The correct answer is option C sell the goods pledged after giving the pledger reasonable notice of sale. 68. A charge on book debts of the borrower is normally created by Option A hypothecation. Option B pledge. Option C mortgage. Option D lion. The correct answer is option A hypothecation. 69. The charge on book debts can be created by way of Option A pledge. Option B assignment. Option C hypothecation. Option D either option B or option C above. The correct answer is option A hypothecation. 70. Who of the following is not eligible to raise a loan from the bank? Option A illiterate person. Option B blind person. Option C married women. Option D none of these. The correct answer is option D none of these. 71. In case of loan to an huff, the documents should be got signed from Option A only Carter as he is authorized to borrow and charge huff property. Option B Carter and all company partners. Option C Carter and major company partners. Option D Carter and major co-partners and guardians of minor co-partners. The correct answer is option C. Carter and Major Company Partners. 72. Which of the following is the most appropriate statement regarding loan to a partnership firm? Option A. It should be seen that the firm is registered 1. Option B. The firm may be registered or unregistered. Option C. While it is preferable to finance registered firms, unregistered firms can be legally financed. Option D. If the firm is not registered, bank will not be able to recover the loan. The correct answer is option C. While it is preferable to finance registered firms, unregistered firms can be legally financed. 73. Which of the following should be ensured while granting term loan to a limited company? Option A. The object for which loan is being given is as per the object stated in Memorandum of Association. Option B. There is a board resolution authorizing certain officials or directors to execute loan documents. Option C. The loan being raised is within the borrowing powers mentioned in Articles of Association. Option D. All of these. The correct answer is option D. All of these. 74. The borrowing powers of directors are contained. Option A. Certificate of Incorporation. Option B. Articles of Association. Option C. Memorandum of Association. Option D. Board resolution. The correct answer is option B. Articles of Association. 75. The common seal of the company should be affixed on the loan documents in the presence of Option A. Company Secretary of the company. Option B. Managing Director of the company. Option C. Officials who have been authorized by Board of Directors in this regard. Option D. Officials who have been authorized by shareholders in the general body meeting. The correct answer is option C. Officials who have been authorized by Board of Directors in this regard. 76. Mr. Amar has been sanctioned a loan of 10 lakh rupees, but before execution of documents, he had to go abroad due to certain reasons. He executes a power of attorney in favor of his minor son. Option A. Request cannot be acceded to as minor is incompetent to enter into an agreement. Option B. Request cannot be acceded to as documents cannot be executed by a power of attorney. Option C. Bank may consider accepting request of borrower as minor is acting as an agent and his acts are binding upon the principal borrower. Option D. The request may be considered provided minor is more than 14 years old. The correct answer is option C. Bank may consider accepting request of borrower as minor is acting as an agent and his acts are binding upon the principal borrower. 77. What is the full form of SHCIL? Option A. Shareholding Corporation of India Limited. Option B. Stock Holding Corporation of India Limited. Option C. Stock Holding Committee of India Limited. Option D. Shareholding Committee of India Limited. The correct answer is option B. Stock Holding Corporation of India Limited. 78. Registered office of SHCIL is in Option A. Delhi. Option B. Chennai. Option C. Bengaluru. Option D. Mumbai. The correct answer is option D. Mumbai. 79. On which of the following documents stamp duty is levied as per rates prescribed by state government? Option A. Promissory note. Option B. Bill of exchange. Option C. Insurance policy. Option D. Power of attorney. The correct answer is option D. Power of attorney. 80. On which of the following documents stamp duty is levied as per rates prescribed by central government? Option A. Hypothecation agreement. Option B. Mortgage deed. Option C. Indemnity bond. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option D. None of these. 81. Summary suit can be filed for money decree on the strength of those documents where there is a prima facie evidence of a defendant's liability. Such documents include Option A. Promissory note. Option B, bill of exchange. Option C, check. Option D, all above. The correct answer is option D, all above. 82. Documents which require stamping should be stamped. Option A, before filing a suit. Option B, before execution. Option C, at the time of execution. Option D, either option B or option C, above. The correct answer is option D, either option B or option C, above. 83. A promissory note which is payable otherwise than on demand attracts. Option A, stamp duty of 25 paisa. Option B, stamp duty of Rs. 1/. Option C, same stamp duty as a bill of exchange of like amount and tenor payable otherwise than on demand. Option D, stamping of 5 rupees only. The correct answer is option C, same stamp duty as a bill of exchange of like amount and tenor payable otherwise than on demand. 84. Which of the following documents, in the event of their being unstamped or understamped, cannot be admitted in evidence in a court of law even after paying penalty as per laid down procedure? Option A, letter of credit. Option B, letter of hypothecation, pledge. Option C, DP note. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option D, none of these. 85. If a document is unstamped or understamped, what can be done to make it admissible? Option A. The document will not be admissible as evidence in the court of law. Option B. The document can be admitted in evidence on payment of penalty of 10 times the deficit. Option C. The document can be admitted by on payment of deficit amount along with a penalty which is minimum 5 rupees and maximum 10 times the deficit. Option D, either option A or option C as per discretion of collector of stamps. The correct answer is option C. The document can be admitted by on payment of deficit amount along with a penalty which is minimum 5 rupees and maximum 10 times the deficit. 86. Which of the following is not true regarding stamp duty on a demand promissory note? Option A, amount of loan up to 250 rupees, stamp duty 5 paise. Option B, amount of loan more than 250 rupees but up to 1000 rupees, stamp duty 10 paise. Option C, amount of loan more than 1000 rupees, stamp duty 15 paise. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option D, none of these. 87. A promissory note, bill of exchange executed abroad should be stamped by its first holder in India. Option A, within 3 months of its receipt in India. Option B, within 3 months of its acceptance, payment or negotiation. Option C, before presenting the same for acceptance, payment or negotiation. Option D, any of these, whichever is later. The correct answer is option C, before presenting the same for acceptance, payment or negotiation. 88. A power of attorney executed outside India is required to be stamped as per Indian stamp law within months of its receipt in India. Option A 1. Option B 2. Option C 3. Option D 4. The correct answer is option C 3. 89. Which of the following documents are not required to be stamped? Option A, demand promissory note. Option B, demand bill of exchange. Option C, usance promissory note. Option D, usance bill of exchange. The correct answer is option B, demand bill of exchange. 90. Assuming that stamp duty rate on an agreement executed in Delhi is 10 rupees per, in Lucknow 100 rupees, in Patna 50 rupees, and in Jammu 20 rupees per. Choose the most appropriate statement, S, relating to stamp duty on an agreement executed first in Delhi by partner A, next in Lucknow by partner B, then in Patna by partner C and finally in Jammu by partner D. Option A, stamp duty of 100 rupees will be paid in Delhi itself. Option B, stamp duty of 10 rupees will be paid in Delhi, 100 rupees in Lucknow, 50 rupees in Patna and 20 rupees in Jammu. Option C, stamp duty of 10 rupees will be paid in Delhi, 90 rupees in Lucknow and 20 rupees in Jammu. Option D, stamp duty of 10 rupees will be paid in Delhi, 90 rupees in Lucknow, 40 rupees in Patna. The correct answer is option C, stamp duty of 10 rupees will be paid in Delhi, 90 rupees in Lucknow and 20 rupees in Jammu.